Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 7th of August. Wow guys, I am here with my doggos. I've got Sophie here snoring and I've got Sprocket over here, so there could be a bit of snoring today. It's a bit overcast this morning, but I'm guessing the clouds will lift. I think it's just morning clouds, so we might still get sunshine today. No wind, which is always nice. But Sophie, got to lick your bum, of course, whenever the video starts. Sorry, God. You know what my dogs are like. Welcome, if anyone is new. I don't have many new subscribers, so I'm doubting that there is. But if you are, welcome, everybody. We've built a little community of like-minded people here on my channel. Sorry and apologies if YT's taking my comments too, guys. We know that they do. It's very frustrating, but there's nothing we can do but keep pushing forward. What have I got to tell you guys? Oh, we had a show here last night on TV. Yes, and it was John Farnham. It was about John Farnham, the singer that I tell you about all the time, the Aussie singer with the incredible voice that's now got throat cancer. Most of you would know him. He sings, "You're the voice, try and understand it." And that was our freedom fighter song in Australia when we all stood up in Canberra 3.5, nearly 4 years ago. That was our song. But of course, last night on the John Farnham special, at the end, they had a choir, didn't they, singing The Voice with all the Indigenous dot painting on their T-shirts. And then Elbow, our Prime Minister, came on at the end and said, "Oh, yes, we're all one voice and we're all..." He was still pushing his voice. Basically, he was pushing his voice agenda. He didn't come outright and say that, guys, but we know the subliminal message that was being fed to the people, which is, we know, is going to be a disaster if it gets voted in. So, sorry, I keep talking about it, but it's a huge issue here in Australia. Oh, Elbow, like there's no other issues to talk about. Only The Voice. So, of course, we've got to have this special of John Farnham's song, The Voice, so Elbow gets an opportunity to plant some little seeds. Oh, it's incredible. What else has been happening? Oh, yes, I did hear about Trudeau's separation. I wonder what's going on there. Oh, she's had enough of the dictating tyrant. We know how that would have gone. He would have been a dictator probably in his marriage. Who knows? I know there's always two sides to every story, but I'm guessing the last few years would have been very challenging for her to navigate. Anyway, interesting. We'll see what comes of that. What else has been happening? That's about all, guys. So we might just close our eyes, get started. I brought some cards along and we'll see what comes up. Oh, God, I hope so. I'm getting, finally the door is closing on the clown show chapter. So the first chapter, we know they're still pushing the pickies, the jab wheel, but I do feel like that first chapter is closed. I do believe the mask wearing, lockdowns, save your friend and your friends and your family. I do believe that chapter's closed now. They're not going to keep pushing that narrative because, as we all know here, it was lies, BS and garbage, and now it's being proven. Oh, sorry, guys. That was exhausting, that whole chapter, wasn't it? So we're getting on to the next chapters in the clown show now. We've sort of moved on from that. Really, if you think about it, that was just to see who complied. We know it was. It doesn't mean they're going to keep complying, remember. So that was really to tell how they could gain control of the people. And it worked so bloody piss easy. That's what I keep saying. But anyway, we're getting that. That's the closing out of that chapter. So, we might have sort of lockdowns around other things. But I don't think it's going to be to the level and intensity that it was during the CV event. We're not going back to that. That chapter's finished and closed. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting everything is reaching boiling point now. We keep talking about the bubbles of truth coming out. Well, it's reaching boiling point. And when you reach boiling point, everything either evaporates or it explodes. This is kind of what I'm getting. Actually, that happened to me last night. I was heating up a wheat bag for my blind cat, Charlie, in the microwave, and I overheated it. And I always put a cup of water in the cup of water. The water just exploded and went all through the microwave. So similar kind of thing, or it's evaporating. The bubbles of truth have evaporated. Like I was talking about the rain cloud, they go up to the cloud, but then they get poured down again on the people, and people get to see the truth. So I'm still feeling that there's that big downpour of truths coming. The truths are exploding. They're coming out. It's so good. All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting China, which we know is Canada here on my channel. China's, there's a lot of things getting exposed in China. A lot of things that weren't right. This could be, I'm getting the Ottawa protests. A lot of false information, a lot of lies, a lot of deception. We know who did all that, Trudeau. I am getting that that's all being exposed now, that none of it was true. Well, we know none of it was true. Oh, tiring, guys. But no one listened to us, did they? So I am getting that for China, that things are being exposed as not true now. Just sit back, guys, because it's happening. Things are being exposed. Things are being shown to people. It's being proved now that it wasn't the truth. The things that Turdo was saying weren't the truth. He just made crap up. We know he made crap up. You know, get the jab and you won't get sick and blah, 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 blah. We know how it went, and everything that they said wouldn't happen pretty much happened. Well, that's what people are waking up to now in China. I know we think they're not, guys, but they are. They're seeing it. So they're never going to admit it to us. They don't want to admit that they were wrong and they took the wrong path and they veered off down some ridiculous path that led them to mass control. But now they're waking up. This is in China. People are waking up. See, and also that touching the bank accounts was a massive wake-up call for a lot of people. Because the message that Trudeau was sending to people is, you step out of line and we'll pull you back into line. So people are starting to get the gist of the communism state kind of being created. It's just what I'm getting for China. People are waking up. They're seeing it. They don't want to be dependent on their government for answers anymore, like they were with the jab wheel. They don't want to be dependent on them. Most people want things to be an open forum, an open discussion. This around everything. He really pushes that trans bloody LGBTQ plus, as he says, as well. He shoves that down people's throats as well. So this is the stuff that's people are questioning. People are wondering why he's doing all this. Why is he doing all this? Why has our country gone to crap? You think about it. I say it a lot. Canada was an absolutely... Oh my God, this is so tiring, guys. It was an absolutely incredible country that people love to visit. It was free and easy. And now it's super challenging even just to go there to visit and move around. Like there's a lot of restrictions I feel still in Canada. Oh, it's so frustrating, isn't it? Let's just say you're not on the map like you were once upon a time. You're not one of the go-to destinations anymore. And that's sad, isn't it? Because Canada really did have a beautiful reputation for travel and all that. People still go there. I'm not saying they don't. But people are hesitant to go there. Especially when there's talk of freezing bank accounts and things. People don't want to get stuck in some foreign country. So now with Canada, there's a lot of uncertainty around... Well, it's saying for tourists. There's a lot of uncertainty for tourists. All right, see if there's anything else. Then we'll pull some cards. getting England. I'm getting England's getting back to basics. This is London, UK. It's getting back to basics. People want people don't want the digital platforms. They want the cash to survive. A lot of people are standing. Jen, you did amazing yesterday. You did those printed out sheets and took them around to all the shops and things and told them to keep using cash, and that people weren't aware of the digital currency ID, credit scoring and all that. Brilliant. You did a great job. But this is what's happening in England. People are starting to be aware now, and they don't want to sacrifice their cash for a controlled society. So people in England are starting to see this. They're starting to know, why do we need to get rid of cash? What's the advantage for the little people if we get rid of cash? Nothing. See, people know that the banks make huge, humongous, billion, squillion, million, gazillion profits. So people know the banks are the only ones that are going to have the win-win. You know, it's like government back Big Pharma and help them to have a win-win during the jab wheel. And now it's like all the banks, the big one world banks, just going to have a win-win. So all the elites are going to be the ones to benefit, and all the little people are going to have nothing. Exactly what the plan is. Oh, it's so frustrating. So I'm getting that for England. They are aware that they need to keep cash alive. This is not everyone, but it's a hell of a lot of people. And that means there's people waking up as well, sleepwalkers, that are starting to realise, shit, we better keep cash alive or we're screwed. See, people talk. Word of mouth, people talk. I always tell you about my hubby's brother, who's not long woken up, and he's doing his crime investigation board. And then he was, what was he talking about the other day? I think he was talking about Bill Gates and that, and the land. And he's like so shocked when he uncovers something, and we're like, and then he was talking about the other day about the 15-minute cities. And my hubby just goes, we were telling you about 15-minute cities 3 years ago, and no one listened to us and told us we were conspiracy theorists. Like, what the hell? And now you're talking about it? They talk about it like it's some great big discovery that you just kind of go, oh, God, where have you been, mate? So we know they're waking up, guys. They are. They're saying they're doing their crime investigation, but never ask us anything, or, you know, all the seeds we planted. Oh, it's just so frustrating, guys. Sorry, I just have to air my frustration because it's the most idiotic journey. How's your ailments going, guys? I'm just pushing through mine. I'm getting creative, and I'm, like we said yesterday, creativity negates. So that negates the pains and things in our bodies, and it allows us to let things in. Has anyone got the army tank yet? I haven't got it yet. It's taking me a while. It's not an easy one, is it? A green army tanker with the caterpillar wheels. Not easy. Oh, thanks, guys. Maybe that was, is it North Stream pipeline? You guys might be right. I don't know, because I don't know much about any of all that, but it could be about the North Stream pipeline I was getting yesterday. Didn't you say Biden or someone blew it up, guys? See, we don't get that sort of stuff much on our news, so I wouldn't know what's happening globally. Let's pull some unicorn cards, guys. Intuition. Listen to your inner wisdom. We are listening to our inner wisdom. We're sitting and we're being calm and we're listening. See, we've got the power in our hands. It's like the crystal ball energy, isn't it? We've got the power in our hands. And we're relaxed, we're chilled. Look at him sitting on a rock, earthing himself. That's what we've got to do. Keep staying grounded, keep staying centered, keep focusing on the things that we want and where we see our life going. Archangel Gabriel, call in the pure white light. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? You know, reaching up to the heavens. We've got the big broad wings. Call in the pure white light. When I think of pure white light, I just think of that's your own frequency, your own energy. Keep shining your light. Keep being you. Things will only get better and brighter. Call in the pure white light. Pure white light. Yeah, it's that. It's igniting yourself and bringing that heat into your body of feeling alive. There is magic around you, so expect excitement and joy. Oh, That's really beautiful, isn't it? Look, the treasure chest, guys. We got that the other week. We were talking about how we create treasures into our life and things just appear. Like manifesting is like creating little treasures, because they're little moments that we expect excitement and joy when we create something, like I say, as simple as a feather or an orange van or whatever. It gives us that little hit of excitement and it makes us feel more positive. So magic. There is magic around you, so expect excitement and joy. It's a nice card, isn't it? So we have to expect little droplets of magic, guys. I'd call synchronicities that. Synchronicities and signs, particularly synchronicities, are like droplets of magic, because it really reassures you that you're on your path and where you're being guided. Let's pull some Queen of the Moon oracles, guys. So I hope you guys are listening to some of these gurus that, oh, I've got to get this, guys. Listening to some of these gurus that we've been talking about, you know, improving how we're feeling and just expanding, growing. This one jumped out, sovereignty. Yep. See, the power's in our hands, guys. We can take the reins. We can take charge of all this. We can make the changes. Sovereignty. Let's see what else we get. Oh, God. Oh, we get this one all the time. The letting go of the resistance. See, back to nature. We've got to release, like, open the hand up. Open the hand up. That's how we heal, through nature. We've got to stop this resistance in our bodies. That's what that relates to. It's like we know how to do it, but we've just got to actually physically find ways to open our bodies up and expand. Get rid of this pains, hurts, all our little ailments. The path. Oh. Remember we got that ladder the other day, didn't we? The ladder to bravery. Remember I got the ladder to bravery? We were climbing up that ladder. Well, that's the path now. We've got to keep climbing up, expanding into our new dimension. Look at the portal. It's like we're, really that picture is showing us that we're stuck a little bit and stagnant. We've got to just climb up now. Keep ascending to those higher realms, to that next frequency vibration. Let's pull an outcome card. Healing angel card. An outcome. Oh, it's certainly been the journey, hasn't it, guys? Never boring. Dogs are wrecked today. They had a bushwalk on the weekend, and whenever they go for their bushwalk off lead, they go mental. They absolutely love it. Hang on. Cards jumping out everywhere. Let's keep shuffling. Off to my chiropractor this week. Hopefully you can clack everything back into shape. We've been falling to bits. The BS detectors have been falling to bits, haven't we? And that's what we were talking about. I think it was you, Pam. We were talking about last night, like the WEF, when we could create our own name now. The BSDs, the bullshit detectors. We get together and have our own meetings and start a new movement. Oh, it's crazy. Heart song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. Oh, just goes back to the same thing all the time. Heart song. The love vibration, the love frequency. We know that the love frequency counteracts fears, anxieties, these kind of things, particularly fear. It counteracts the fear. Just like we said yesterday, being creative negates as well. All right, let me see if there's anything else to close with today. Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm getting this song. I think it's by Susie Quattro. I think she's an Aussie singer, isn't she? And it's called Stumbling In. Stumbling in, doing the firelight to catch you. Stumbling in, do. Well, you were the one. I was so free. Baby, you're not what I want you to be. Stumbling in. Anyway, I'm getting that song. And it's like the sleepwalkers are kind of stumbling into the awakening process, I guess we could say, and waking up. They're slowly stumbling in. I'm sure it's by Susie Quattro, and someone else sings that with her, but I can't remember who it was. Hang on. I'm getting a Midnight Oil song. Midnight Oil is the band I always tell you about, Peter Garrett, who dances like this, the big tall guy. Most of you know Midnight Oil. They're a pretty worldwide known band. And it's Only the Strong. Only the strong. Only the strong. Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum. It's a great song. I want you to go and listen to that today. Only the strong. And that's us. We're strong. We've finally found our inner strength. We're strong. And these are the things why I always talk about there's that lag period of people waking up behind us, because we're stronger. We've built our spiritual strength is what the guides are saying there. So I'm getting that song Only the Strong by Midnight Oil. I think it's called Only the Strong. It's something like that anyway. You'll figure it out, guys. All right, hang on. They keep giving me that Beatles song. I think Paul McCartney's coming to visit Australia soon, actually. I'm getting that Long and Winding Road again. It is such a beautiful song. I really want you to go and listen to that song today. We have been on a very long and winding road that leads to your door. The long and winding road that leads to your door. We've got to go listen to the words of that song. Don't leave me standing here. Oh, it's such a beautiful song. It really is. I'm just going to leave you with that song today because we have had a long and winding road. And what's the words? And still that leads me back to your door. Oh, I don't know the words. We're going to have to go and play it. But it's a feel-good song. It's about us. We've had the long and winding road, but we're finding that stability now, and we're finding that peace and calm at the end of the long and winding road. Oh, God, it really has been, hasn't it? All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. I'm going to leave you on that note. I'm going to say goodbye from Sophie. Nothing. Oh, you got the tail. Look, goodbye from Sophie. That's a goodbye from Sophie. Oh, my dogs. And a goodbye from Spocket. But I don't think you'll get anything from Spocket. He's completely wiped out. Sophie's going to say goodbye for Spocket. Oh, my God, my dogs. Oh, God, never boring. All right, I'll say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe, and please feel free to comment down below, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Bye.